Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Tuesday. It is August 18th, 2020. Beautiful, beautiful day here today at the homestead. You know, just absolutely gorgeous. And a few clouds, but nothing major. We're pulling in good power. Temperature's not too bad. It's about 78 degrees today was the high. And so not a bad day. Not a bad day at all. So anyway, just want to kind of take it in this way, just looking at everything. And, you know, after reading everybody's comments last night and everything like that, you know, none of us guys, none of us are immune to, you know, criticism or whatever the case may be. And sometimes you get in a mood, wrong day, whatever the case may be. And that was kind of the case yesterday. I was just in an irritated mood, and that person irritated me. And again, I get don't feed the trolls. It doesn't do any good. It makes nothing positive comes from it. I totally get that. You know, but, you know, like I said, just one of those kind of days. Definitely a much better frame of mind today. And thank you for all the positive feedback. And, you know, it's like somebody had made the comment. They said, well, you know, you've been focusing on infrastructure of your property. All your sister had to do was come and put her house in and just work on their house. And that's you know, that's a true statement. But I wanted her here, and I want my mom here. So that was important to me, and I wanted everything to be squared away when they did come here. So, you know, that's part of it as well. But you know, if I look, and every once in a while, it's funny. Every once in a while, I'll go back and I'll watch a video. I actually went back the other day, because somebody had left a comment on it, to the first video when we were up here, our first full day living off grid. And it was actually ended up going up June 27th, but I had made the video on June 22nd. And looking back, it was funny because we didn't have the internet for probably, you know, well, the 27th was when it went in, so it was like 5 days. So we were up here for like 5 days before we had internet. I was still making videos, but I couldn't put them up at that point until, you know, we got the internet hooked up. So, you know, looking back on that first video went up June 27th, you know, and where we were then and where we are now. And it's every once in a while I have to do that because it's like, because I'm here and I'm doing it daily. So it's like I don't always appreciate everything that we've done. And again, I'm going to tell you what, the last 2 years have just absolutely been tremendous here at the homestead. Absolutely tremendous. So, you know, that's an awesome, awesome thing. And so that's a cool part of it. And so, you know, that part is kind of neat. And you know, reflecting on everything and you know, where we started out and where we've come and everything that we've gotten accomplished, you know, it's a good feeling. It really, really is. And, you know, somebody had made the comment, you know, a lot of the people that make negative comments never will do anything themselves, ever, or don't have the guts to do it, you know. And I want to remind people of something here, okay? My profession, I'm a nurse. That's what I did for a living for a very, very long time. I was in the nursing field for more than 30 years. I still have my license. I'm just not practicing anymore because I'm retired. But the thing is, it's like, you know, I was not the avid outdoorsman. I was not a carpenter and all those type of things. So I didn't come here with a tremendous load of skills to start out with. So, you know, I've learned as I've gone. Working with Greg with like building the chicken coop, we did that ourselves. You know, building the woodshed, you know, and even building the battery room. You know, we've done all those things ourselves. And, you know, and working with somebody that actually knows what they're doing is a huge, huge thing. You know, and finding good assets, like finding the bulldozer guy, somebody that is literally as honest as the day is long. The same thing with Greg. Greg is the same way. Very, very honest, hardworking man. A lot of respect for him. A lot of respect for Bill, my bulldozer guy that's come in here and done so much work for me, you know, through the years. Obviously, you know, well taken care of, you know, but the thing is, it's like, it puts us in a position, to continue to grow. And looking at everything that we've done, and like I said, this year has been insane with what we've done. I'm looking, here we are now almost into September, and looking at what we've accomplished here at the homestead this year alone. My sister's place got put in this year, and they're working on that. We got the woodshed done this year, and so and then basically that's loaded with wood. 28 face cord of wood in there. And so then, we have, the battery room is done, new batteries this year. So a lot of upgrades, a lot of things have happened. My other sister, getting her building in here for a storage shed. Again, always positive, making progress. This is actually, again, like here's an example. We planted these peach trees the first year we got up here, Very first year we got up here, we planted these peach trees. And so now we're finally producing produce from these peach trees, which is an absolutely cool thing. I know 5 peaches is not a whole lot, but you know what? It's we're getting there. And like I said, the biggest thing for me that I've learned from this whole experience, well, I've learned a lot of things, to be honest with you, from this whole experience. But like with getting fruit trees, you always want to buy the more mature fruit trees, unless you're a very young person and you have a whole bunch of years to watch it grow and do nothing and produce nothing. Then you go with the smaller trees and the cheaper trees. But if you want trees that are going to produce, you got to go with a more mature tree in the beginning. It's going to cost you a little bit more, but you're waiting less for your produce to to come in. Like now the plum trees, like this plum tree here, it hasn't really done much. That one went in the second year after this one did, and this one seems to be doing better. The first plum tree that we had over here died, so we had to take that one out, and then the next year we put in a new one. And that's the other thing you got to realize when you are doing this type of lifestyle. Okay, there's a lot of things that go with it, and first of all, you got to expect losses. Animals are going to die. You're going to have fruit trees are going to die that you've planted. These things are, and it's a learning curve, and that's a big part of it. That's why I've always said, guys, it's really important to work on things, get things squared away, and work at it methodically. Now the dogs are in the house, so I don't even know why I have this closed. I was getting eggs, and it's just more of a force of habit. But it's that learning curve. So you learn what works, what doesn't work, and you go from there. And like we got chickens last year. Now, as a kid on a farm, I grew up on a farm as a child till about 9, and we had chickens, geese, ducks, pigs, cows, the whole 9 yards. And so I had some experience with chickens, and then my grandparents, we lived with them for several years, and they always had chickens, and they always had the big garden, and they would put in an acre garden every year, and that was their pride and joy. They loved that garden. So I learned early on from them. I was very, very fortunate for that love of gardening and doing that type of stuff from them. So I came in here, I guess, with some skills. I know how to garden and those type of things, but you learn. And again, and the biggest thing I would encourage anybody, if you're thinking about this lifestyle and you're thinking about doing this journey, going off grid and trying to be more self-sufficient and be more one with nature, if you will, knowing where your food is coming from and all those type of things, I would absolutely highly encourage you to do it. But realize, go in with an open mind. Don't go in with rose-colored glasses. Realize there's going to be mistakes. There's going to be setbacks. Life still happens no matter what you're doing. Life is still going to go on. And, so you got to deal with that along with whatever you're working on. One of the things that I'm going to be doing, and actually I think I'm going to be doing it, I might do it today, is I'm going to pull these stones off of here because the dogs keep pulling them out anyway. And I'm putting concrete block. And I'll show you, I had done this over on the other side. Over here, I had just started putting a few there that we had extra that were sitting out here in the woods, and I put them there. what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the concrete blocks and I'm putting them all along here, because that's where the dogs are always messing, trying to get underneath there and try to get something from the chickens. So we're going to eliminate that problem. So I think I'm going to run from the corner and just come right around and hit this part. And that's because, like, usually the chickens are in this area if they're working on greens or whatever they're working on. So, that's, but again, so like I said, and there's Miss Soxy here joining us. What do you think, Sox? I think those chickens would kick your behind. So somebody had thought little Miss Petite Soxy was pregnant and thought that she might be ready, or they were saying, when was she going to be due? And I replied, due for another meal, because she's fixed. So she's a good cat. We actually picked her up when she was a year old at Lollipop Farm. Very, very loving cat. She's probably the most affectionate cat that we have. She's the cat that absolutely demands attention. She demands attention. So she's just going to hang out and look at the birds. You don't want to mess with them, Soxy. Those ones will fight back. But anyway, so, I'll give you an update. It's about 3 in the afternoon right now. And I don't know if we're going to get any more or not, but we've already pulled 10 eggs today. And so, good egg production for today so far. And so there, no issues there. I may get 1, maybe 2 more over the course of the next couple hours. But, I'm going to tell you what, like, if you just listen, that's one of the things that I like about here. If you just listen, and we'll do the view here, it is peaceful, it is quiet, it's relaxing. And that's one of the things I love about it the best. People say, oh my God, you're running out of room to put stuff. I got all this back here, guys. I got all of this back here. Back through the woods here, going up through here. Like I said, eventually we're going to put a pond in this area back here. But I can do a whole lot more, and I go up the hill. So, there's still a lot of places that we can do stuff and continue to grow. Eventually I want to have goats. Eventually I want to do, meat rabbits. Eventually I want to have pigs in the spring, raise them up all year, and then butcher them in the fall. So there's a lot of things, that I still want to do. I want to get a root cellar in at some point, But again, with what we've accomplished like this year, I couldn't be more than pleased. Really, really pleased. It's looking like a little community in here now. The infrastructure is in place. I'm gonna tell you what. With the battery room getting done, and that was a huge thing this year, and upgrading our batteries this year was huge. But I'll be honest with you, the thing that I'm most excited about, realistically, this year that we got done, is that woodshed. With not having everything on pallets and under tarps, and then the ice and the snow on top of everything, and you're going out there and you're dealing with all that. I'll put a tarp over the door when we get into winter, so that the snow don't just blow right on in there. But it's such a huge thing to have that here now. And again, let's take a walk over there. I want to kind of show you stuff with that. With getting the wood done when we did, it makes a big difference. It gives it more time to cure. And because of the airflow and the winds blowing, okay, it's really, really good for getting that more dried out. So that's why I like to try to get the wood done as soon as I possibly can. So I think we finished up, I think it was in June, maybe July with the wood. But again, we won't probably start burning maybe later in September, here and there in September, maybe more so in October. But as you can see, the wood you can see it looks really, really good. When it starts, okay, so like you see that piece right there, see how it's all cracking? When they start cracking like that, they're drying out way more, okay? So there's a lot of them in here. I mean, it's already seasoned wood, but when they start cracking even more, that's better. Now, obviously, that's all kindling, but yeah, it's just, like I said, it's all a work in progress. You work at things, and things get done. And like I said, we've had a tremendous year here. So when I sit back and I reflect on those type of things, it makes me realize how fortunate I have been, and and we got a long way to go, and so it's kind of exciting. I'm looking forward to see how things go moving forward. And again, ultimately, you know, when SHTF happens, we're going to be sitting in a better position than a lot of people. And that's the ultimate goal. You know, having my family here so that I know that they're safe, that I don't have to worry about my mom and my sister being on the road trying to get here in that emergency situation. They're living here full time, they're already here. So, you know, that gives me peace of mind as well. The fact that Margie, all she has to do, you know, because she's planning on, I think she's coming out tomorrow, you know, as she brings out more stuff and puts stuff here on site, and you know, SHTF happens, she's got a place to run to. So all she's got to worry about is getting here, and that's important as well. So, you know, it's having goals, having a reason to survive. You know, those are very, very important. They're very, very big things. But like I said, I just wanted to, you know, yesterday was not a good day. I was in a mood, and so I outside stuff goes on, things irritate you, you get frustrated, and those type of things. It happens. So, but anyway, you know, I'm okay, I'm good. You know, I don't let, you know what, negativity, if it gets me, it doesn't get me long, I can tell you that. So it's not a matter of that I dwell on things and worry, because you're never making everybody happy. And the people that hate you, you're never making them happy. So, you know, I'm not trying to please everybody. I'm trying to focus on what I can do here and get things done and get things squared away. So today was kind of like a little reflection video, I guess, if you will. And you know, I appreciate you guys, you know, and I appreciate all the support. You guys are absolutely tremendous. You're awesome. You are the, and I don't like to say fans. You're like a family. I mean, you guys, you know, that you tune in every day to see what we're doing with our lives, to see what we're accomplishing, to see what we're getting done. You know, and I appreciate that. I really, truly do. You know, and it really motivates me. And, you know, it's funny. I've had so many of you say, "Oh my God, you know, your work ethic, and you really motivate us, and you keep me pushing and going." But you do the same for me. So you guys have no idea. You really do motivate me hugely to continue to be moving forward, to get things done. Because it's weird. Part of me doesn't want to disappoint you. Okay, so I'm like, now, like, I'll tell you what, today I'm actually kind of taking a chill day. I had some running around that I had to do today. After doing the stone yesterday and moving all the feed into the chicken coop, I was pretty tired, I'm not going to lie. So I was literally, I knew today was going to be, I'm working on some stuff in the house, you know, smaller stuff, cleaning things up. You know, like today I returned a bunch of bottles and cans, and I went and got an oil change today in my car. And, you know, so I had some other things that I had to do. And so it wasn't. It was a kind of a chill day in that way, but you know, there's a lot more that I want to do before the snow gets here, and you know, and I will, and you guys will be part of it. You'll get to watch it, but I just want to let you all know how much I appreciate you all. So anyway, guys, I am going to jump off of here for now, and you know, I'm probably just going to do the one video today. I don't think I'm going to do a second video, so just letting you know ahead of time, but. It's, you know, I'm very, very pleased, you know, with our progress and what we've got done. And this year we've just, I mean, with what we got done last year, with getting the chicken coop done and getting chickens last year and getting the solar rack in last year, you know, and then coming into this year and being like, okay, I want to get this, and this, and the other thing. And yeah, you know what? The greenhouse itself kind of took a back seat, but we still, we got the vents in this year. The solar fans are on top, so those are in. And as the weather gets cooler, I can continue. I can get in there and do all kinds of stuff inside the greenhouse. So that's a cool thing too. And so, like I said, we're getting there. Things are coming together, and I'm really, really pleased. Oh, Greg's here. So he's here to do tape. So we're going to tape on this greenhouse. So guys, I'm going to jump off of here so that I can do this. Remember, we are all in this together. That is important to remember. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day, tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. Also remember STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from getting there is you. Nobody else can stop you. Stay positive, stay away from that negativity, and I will talk to you later. So I may do a second video showing you us taping this. We'll see. All right, I'll talk to you later. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.